Okay, and we're back for another night of the Sugar Free League Season 2. We've got LZBLZ here, battling against Rogaine Warriors. And the Darius and Kaisa taking off right away. Kaisa, champion McTrump, has played quite a bit, and some great success on, and Darius a bit of a target ban there. Not too common in the league, but still very powerful when it does get online. And we're going to Camille banned as well. Saw that played in the top lane and in the jungle so far this league. So a bit of a flex pick and a lot of power early if it is played in the jungle. Get that snowball going. And Ornn giving me the follow up here. Of course, the new reworked Ornn with the changes to his passive mostly. Also got some buffs to his W a little bit. But he's been all over the place with his W. Karth is also gonna be the follow up here, which is in some ways a bot lane ban. I'm not sure if Zyzo will actually play that one. It has been showing up a lot in the bot lane as of recent times when AD carries have still been lackluster to say the least. They've just really struggled the latter half of Season 8 and in the preseason, of course. They've just really had a tough time. Finding the power spicy items they need. So people have turned mages, and so the original ones sort of have gone away. The Swains, the Vladimir. So we did see a Vladimir last night. But as I say, that we're going to get the jungles picked first. Instead, it can be Sejuani and Trundle. Should be getting the Simcaster in here in a moment. Just calling him now. So we should have him. But yeah, we're going to get the junglers picked first here. It's going to be Sejuani and Trundle. Trundle, one of the classic counter picks is Sejuani, and Fallen's played that quite a bit. And likes the matchup, and it's gone pretty well for him. Get the Fiddlesticks, though. That might be the support Fiddlesticks for Leak. And Lucian on the other side. A very good AD carry. One of the ones who doesn't really suffer from the item changes because all his items kind of... Well, Blade the Ring King got buffed and Cleaver stayed the same, so his build hasn't really changed at all.
Hello viewers, just joined in. I see we're like good halfway through Champ Select. I do see that Fallen has opted for probably the Trundle. Most likely it's Leak on the Fiddlestick since he likes doing that. Fallen must have heard me shit-talking him and said, I'm not going to play a tank, I'm only going to play mostly a tank. So, alright, we'll see him on the Trundle. Pretty good into the Sejuani as well. Should be interesting.
The Trundle, a bit of a halfway between the tank and the... Kind of like an Olaf, where Olaf's mostly tank, but in the early game is more of a fighter, a duelist in the jungle. And in the river, of course. Likes to fight with the Scuttle Crabs. We're going to get the Xayah, going to be the ban here. So, I suppose one of the good combos for Fiddlesticks because you can just set up that CC and allow her to basically guarantee a route. And Morgana on the other side, going to be banned, which, if you can anticipate, the black ship can be very useful against Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, for sure. Morgana, one of the better supports, really good into all kinds of enchanters, especially Fiddlesticks, since he isn't really a traditional support. He's pretty easy to use, especially with pick like Morgana. Renan did get the ban through. He's going to go with the Aatrox. Aatrox just a really strong pick, not a particular counter to anything. Yeah, no, it doesn't really look like he would be much of a counter, but Aatrox super strong. I understand why they would ban it. I don't see X-Ranger play it too much. I remember him playing, mostly tanks last time I saw him play, but it has been a while. Sivir ban? Not really one of Zyzo's specialties, but I'm sure it's something he would be willing to pull out just because Sivir is such a strong pick.
It has seen a lot of popularity in the LCK and things like that.
Yeah. Sivir's just really good, but Zyzo does decide to go with the Ezreal. Another really good ADC, but He's kind of been a weird pick since they reworked him. I mean, he's definitely good, but people are still kind of confused on what the meta is for Ezreal. There's a lot of different picks you can go. Most people opting for the IBG build, but the Triforce one's still viable. Kind of a weird champion, but definitely something that can work very well in the hands of a competent player.
Well, Sivir's also very good against the Braum Lucia combo plus Sejuani. It's just the spell shield is just very good against the lineup here for Rogaine Warriors. And Ezreal can sort of, well, he can just dodge things with his shift if he's good about it. So the Fiddlesticks Ezreal lane, like I probably shouldn't get killed. I think it's probably going to be early, at least for the early stages, unless you have a gank come in there. But we'll see where Braum goes.
Still one of the most potent bot lane combos with Braum's passive combined with Lucian's passive. Makes for really easy stuns, but it's going to be hard to get on top of that Ezreal. Fiddlesticks maybe in a little bit of danger, but he has a lot of sustain, so we'll have to
I'm
see.
not sure if this is a misclick here, but we have Graves and Sejuani on the same side, so I'm curious to see where that's going to go, because Galio I'd assume be in the mid lane, but I'm not sure where the Graves and Sejuani would go, because they're both junglers typically. I've never really seen them play anywhere else, except Sejuani support, like, every once in a while.
Not
Brom's
already
already picked.
But
Yeah.
I was watching McTrump stream, like, a little bit before this match, and they were talking about putting Sejuani in either support or top lane. And putting McTrump on, like, a Yasuo or something, but I guess they are taking it top. I'm not sure if X-Ranger's comfortable with this, but this is definitely something they were talking about, but not something I really expected them to do.
Yeah, it doesn't seem super optimal. I guess against the Cho'Gath it makes some sense. The passive denying the slow from the Cho'Gath was it Vorpal spikes could be really good, and you can kind of trade
health
against it.
damage is going to be good as well.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the slow is good to deny knockups and things like that. But we'll see how the matchup goes. This is pretty uncharted territory, so we'll see if X-Ranger even knows how to play that champion. But certainly interesting for both sides. And we didn't even get to talk into Veigar. The sub, of course, one of our resident Veigar players, was complaining in chat the other day that some people were stealing the pick from him. But here he'll have another chance to show off if he really is our best Veigar player.
Yeah, there's some great honor in being able to call yourself the SFL's greatest Veigar. Sub takes great pride in that. Not too sure why, but hey, he can pick what he wants. I think Sub has earned himself the ability to pick whatever he wants. And for you people in the chat right now, we have this weird cookie system that Fallen set up a while ago using Stream Elements. You want to put !bet and then the team, which I'm assuming is RW for Rogaine Warriors and LZBLZ for Lane Zero Blizzard, and then the amount of cookies you have. Some of you have none, some of you have some. Most people aren't too sure how many they have, so you do !points or cookies and you can check. But yeah, lock your bets in towards the beginning of this game, and we'll have to see who wins, and you could maybe earn some cookies, which do nothing for you, but it's kind of fun to bet on things, so.
We're all about underage betting here at the SFL.
Yeah, cookies have no monetary value.
But we do have the 4
Don't
TP
sue us.
setup here from all the soul laners, of course. So back to the TP meta. The nerf wasn't enough. Do have the heals in the bot lane though. No 6 TP or like 8 TP games.
Yeah, is the bet per game or per series? I think it was series.
Yeah, it's a series, so you can bet. I think for the first like 30 minutes of the stream or something, it gets closed eventually. But if you want a pro
Fallen's
tip
playing,
from me,
so I don't know how he's gonna close it.
oh yeah, well someone else will. Someone else's admin privileges.
Betting will close after the first game, so you have plenty of time.
So if you want to
already
cheat the
bet
system, you can bet after the first game. But
Yeah,
that's not
somebody
always
will
a
forget
great
to do
option because we did have a reverse sweep last night. So you know, it's still you got to predict right. There's 37 minutes left actually, so you have 37 minutes to get in your bets. Plenty of time.
Dude, Guyver claims there's some weird audio on stream. If you could be more specific, we could potentially look into changing it. I'm hearing it too in random pauses. Nate's microphone noise gate settings make it so he cuts out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, you work
Let me
on
just
that.
put it in my mouth real quick.
He'll work on that while we wait for the spectator delay to time out. We got about 30 seconds left, and we'll hop in game. Yeah, okay. Just your audio cutting it, eh?
Well,
You're not going crazy, Duke. It's just okay. So it's just Nate being silly.
bad at the game, apparently.
Exactly.
Well, both of them are doing it right. That's possible. It could be an issue with the noise gate on OBS, because that is another
perhaps.
setting. But not
Let's
sure.
see. Well, you let us know if it keeps happening.
Yeah, we'll look into getting it changed. No guarantees, though. We only take fix requests from subs. Sorry. Spectator delays over. Into the loading screen. My favorite part of the game. Looking at the skin analysis from top left to bottom right, Poro Rider Sejuani is a really good one. Sejuani, they really took away like all of the cutesy character shit like right when they reworked her, and then they started to bring it back by adjusting a bunch of splashes. Poro Rider Sejuani, one of the really good ones. Riding a giant Poro instead of Bristle. So kinda non-canon there, but who really cares? Maybe the Poro's name is Bristle, not too sure. Mafia Graves, really popular Graves skin. Doesn't even look that good. People just like it, and I'm not sure why. Birdio, another good one, came out with the Pizza Delivery Siver, which we're not going to see this game as it was banned out. High Noon Lucian, some great special effects. Mafia Braum, a new skin, also has pretty good special effects. Uses a diamond instead of the traditional like ram head that it has. Battlecast Prime Shogath, pretty good. Has the cool little speak thing with his dance. Constable Trundle, the traffic cone, pretty cool. Superb Villain Vigar, just not great. Just not great. Ace of Spades Ezreal, another not too good skin. Has an interesting splash art, and that's about it. I guess his gauntlet looks kind of nice. Like, the color scheme is cool, but it's not too spectacular of a skin. Pumpkinhead Fiddlesticks, God, I hate that skin, but Leak is playing it, so we're just gonna say it's good.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I see Hios is already loaded in about 30 seconds in.
Yeah, I'm at 45 right now. Okay, I'm at 45, 46, 47.
It's cool. I'll load in eventually.
Okay. We'll sync up.
Probably. I've been having really slow loading screens since Season 9 started.
Well,
I'm not too sure why.
both sides will set up 5 We'll set up 5 together, but neither side will find
good
each other for
start
some
to,
wards.
Team communication. All together at the beginning. Lucian does recall. Starts walking down towards bot lane with the Braum.
Gonna be a red side start for both junglers again. It appears. So, our game warriors will have knowledge of it. Both sides have wards in the river as well. Spot those guttle crabs. And as we get
Is that a pause?
pause right away.
Hey, I don't mind. I just loaded in, so.
Yeah, the pause is at 144. And one of our mid laners is disconnected, so that's a great start.
Vissy on the Galio says he doesn't want to play. Game frozen.
There was a warning before that we might have a delay.
Fnatic re.
So not entirely unexpected.
Oh yeah, big topic of conversation in the SFL Discord today. Seeing that Fnatic had some issues during Champ Select and went and redid it on a different server. Went with completely different picks. Still got 2-0'd, and then just ignored like all of the press that they should have done. They didn't go to any of the interviews because they were too salty. Very professional from Fnatic's side. Now, unlike the EULCS, we exude a professional atmosphere here at the SFL. If we ask for a interview with some of the players, they'll probably give it to us, but I don't know. We've never tried it.
The logistics.
Maybe we could start doing that.
Yeah, the logistics are. We'll see. The problem is also we're super delayed, so if we were to do the interviews, we have to. Well, I suppose they'd be ready when we get out. Never mind.
Yeah.
My brain doesn't work for so well, but here we go. We're spotting the Sejuani Cho'Gath matchup top lane coming to a solo queue game near you.
Yeah, I hope not. I'm dodging if I see Sejuani locked in top.
I don't know. I mean, it's going okay so far.
Oh, hey, the overlay's still on.
Oh, the overlay. Whoops. Classic.
Thanks, Coyote. You're not as bad as
Just in time to
says.
see Revdon going in on X Ranger in a fight in river here.
Valencia does have to flash out before he got fucked.
Well, everyone will go their separate ways, but Valencia now flashless and in the top lane. Looks like Revdon is winning that matchup so far. A big health lead
Yeah,
now.
I mean, as you would expect, Revnon with the Vorpal Spike's passive is just going to be able to break through Sejuani's passive armor thing very, very easily. I don't see too many upsides to this matchup. I think they were just kind of hyped on LCK matches and wanted to pick Sejuani in some place she isn't supposed to be. Leak poke. Oh. Nasty. Why does he keep picking Fiddlesticks? Other than that, it works.
Well, the biscuits certainly help with the mana sustain because that was a big nerf to Fiddlesticks. Was the mana increase on that E was making it a lot harder to poke, but with the biscuits you can sort of make up for that. Probably his mana full band as well.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
a
no,
real,
he can't because he is an inspiration. So it's just the biscuits that are giving him sustain.
That's a real nasty Fiddlesticks. Like, with the Aftershock that you kind of have to take if you're going Fiddlestick support, and the inspiration for the extra sustain in the bot lane, it almost makes him, like, a pretty meta support, honestly. League always performs on it. So, I can't really say it's bad, but it's not something I see other people picking, at least.
Well, can certainly have a matchup, a strength here. Like, against the Braum and Lucian, they don't have the range to really deal with the Fiddlesticks, and getting that all in is difficult.
First blood goes over to Zyzo in the bot lane. They all in on that Fiddlesticks, like I said, we're gonna have to. Ezreal too hard to kill. They decide to go in on Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks procs his Aftershock, pops his potions, and just gets out of there. And during that time, Incline was auto-attacked to death.
Now you're a bit ahead of me. At 420 now. Perfect timing.
Okay. I'll pause for a couple seconds.
Yeah, X-Ranger still struggling in the top lane here. He's gonna get some help from Valencia. Valencia, smoke screen won't come in time. Revnon with a flash away. Was the Glacial Augment build from Sub as well. So not going for just straight up damage. Probably gonna get some of those spooky ghosts going.
Oh, he is. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that Glacial Augment. I don't know. Sub is the resident Veigar professional, so we'll have to take his word for it. Huh.
Teammate also had an increase here, so probably less likely a gold increase. So Fallen will probably not be picking it up this game. May just go straight for the jungle item instead. He did like Tiamat last season when it was a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, the Tiamat nerfs changing the gold amount that it costs from 1,200 to 1,325 with no other changes, I don't think.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much spelled doom for all Shaco players, but we still managed to have a really nice Shaco game last night.
Yeah, I think Shaco's still pretty good. It hurts a lot of other junglers though.
Yeah, Rengar as well.
I think
another
Trundle
one.
is pretty on the forefront of that. Gray's not going to have any issues.
Well,
Surprised he got through. He almost always gets banned in our games.
If you're playing a more limited economy where you're giving more camp to your teammates, the team change isn't really relevant because you just don't go for it. But if you are playing to farm a bit more than just be a secondary support, really, like a lot of professional teams play him as, then obviously the nerf is
X-Ranger
big.
actually won a trade in top lane. That was interesting. I don't see that happen too often.
Well, he's down a level now, and we'll pick up the stun here. Revnon did use his ultimate on that cannon minion, so not available for him. Just trying to stack it up.
Clearing this pink ward. Veigar sitting back and farming. Has a 1 CS lead. I would say that's majorly successful playing into a Galio lane as Veigar. Yes, he does go in. It's the taunt. Sub in his cage. Valencia gonna walk around, try to get out more damage.
Yeah, again, you're off. I'm 630 right now. 633. You keep, I don't know what it is, but we keep being decent here.
Are you pausing or something?
I'm not pausing at all, but... Well, there you go. Sub will get away under the turret, but... Incline's now clearing the pink ward in the river, 647. Alright, well, you'll figure it out, I'm sure. You have a Mountain Drake, though. Last night we had pretty terrible dragon spawns. No good Drakes first, except... the third game we had an Inferno, but every other game we had basically just clouds in Oceans. Right, looks like Valencia will take the opportunity to go hide and pick that one up.
As of right now, we are synced.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that changes.
Fallen is making his way over for that blue buff spawn. We'll see if they spot this one out. They did see him walking to the river, but no move to the dragon as of yet. Sub is walking the lane currently, and Vissy moving down to the dragon to help secure that one.
Have no vision on it. The only ward is in River Brush on bot side. Braum and Lucian also moving up. Fallen does see them. Pings come out. Blue team already slain dragon. Braum potentially caught out here. Has no flash up since he went in on Leak earlier. Fallen picks up a kill. Call me a tank jungler again, he says. God damn.
Looks like the sub has opted for the last chapter first, so not rushing straight to Spooky Ghost. Going to be the GLP instead, probably. And tier, of course, for Ezreal in the bottom lane. He's stacking that one up. Catalyst in the early going here for Revnon, so that's probably going to be the Abyssal Mask.
Yeah, we don't see too much Rod of Ages anymore. Cho'Gath going for the
no more
almost
AP
full
Cho,
tank
yeah.
build.
Well, the Catalyst is just very good in the early
it's
game.
definitely not as good as tank Cho'Gath.
The Catalyst is just such a good item for sustaining the lane with mana and health. The passives really help you just keep up with those.
Just auto-attacking a little bit, getting his grass procs off. Sejuani can't get those, so kind of just losing the trade because she can. Revnon's ultimate is up, so X-Ranger's going to have to watch out. So it does decide to recall there. Are we desynced again?
849, 850.
Okay.
Galio
There's
is
some problem.
Galio's gonna go for the proto belt, it looks like, which is an interesting decision. Usually you'll see Rod of Ages for him first, but this gets a bit more CDR early. And the active for the little extra damage mobility can help as well. Sunfire Cape gonna be the choice, or at least the Balmy Cinder early for X range. Maybe he'll move into some more MR to deal with the Cho'Gath damage. So he does have.
He's getting beaten lane pretty noticeably down, about 24 CS, but
Everywhere else
is
is pretty
also
even,
a pioneer of the Sejuani pick, so it's kind of expected that that would happen early in the life cycle.
Yeah, I don't know if this is actually too viable as a top lane pick. We'll see. Looks like the sub trying to catch up Vizzy here. Vizzy will charge at the taunt, will get Fallen Artemis in it, and Incline is coming in to help out in the mid lane. The Q misses from him though. Still level 5, no ultimate available for Incline, and the shield's put up, and everyone will walk their separate ways. As there's a big wave hitting bot lane. Incline is not here to help. Possibility of a die, but everyone's moving over now. Vizzy does have that ultimate available, so unlikely that'll happen.
Yeah, this bot lane is going to have a really easy time pushing down this turret. Ooh.
Incline is coming in for the gank here. Vizzy as well. Going to use the here's entrance. Bleak going to go on to McTrump in the backline. He will fall though. And on the other side, Vizzy will force the flash out of Zyzo. And let's see, we'll pick up that kill. Fallen will make his way out, but the bot lane does die. Zyzo and Leak fall. And a good roam there from the jungle. And mid laner there, Valencia and Vizzy helping out their bot lane.
Yeah, I'll just let you do the play-by-play part since it seems mine gets ahead by some strange miracle.
Now some
No big
plates going to
deal.
be taking off the bot lane turret here. Top lane still going poorly for X-Ranger. Revnon bullying him under his turret right now. And Fallen just going to go skip the team and go straight for his jungle item this time. Page was picked up for Zyzo, so it looks like he will be investing in the Triforce. Cinder does have TP to get back to lane here after he takes a big chunk from Revnon there.
Yeah, Revnon's ult wasn't up for that, so he wasn't able to pick up the kill on X-Ranger, but would have gone down otherwise. So, very, very dominant lane from Revnon so far on the Cho'Gath.
The bot lane for Rogue Game Warriors is a little bit ahead here. Got, a couple kills under their belt, and about a wave and a half or so. In the mid lane, again, another wave and a half lead up on the other side there for the sub. And in the top lane, Revnon is ahead by quite a bit here. Several waves for him. But the kill score is 2v2.
Setting
no
up for
turrets.
G's in the bot lane.
Looking for that gank in the tri-brush there, and Incline's going to face check it here. We'll get silence, and the fear will come in. Falling and use the pillar to slow him down. The ult used for Incline. He will hop back to McTrump, and we'll get away. Didn't have any summer spells available there, but was able to make it out alive. No ignite for Leak. Vizzy going to take another trade onto the sub. Will land the taunt. And the sub getting very low. Will flash away and survive. Vizzy, an aggressive play there. Will take good trade and pull the flash out.
That one pretty close. Flash on Vigar super important. He can use that flash for so many things, be it defensively, be it flashing forward and just pressing R on somebody with like 300 health to execute them. But not having flash on Vigar is going to be huge, and that's a really good trade for Vizzy there.
The Infernal Drake has spawned now, and that could be the next objective for both teams. Again, good Drake spawns here. Scuttlecrab is owned by 1-0 right now. And perhaps a blue invade here, falling on that. But they're going to back out here as Graves is making his way over to the dragon. Sub does catch two people in this cage, but they're not stunned up yet. Vizzy will go in, and the sub will get very low. Will fall now to the proto Vizzy. Lee comes in the ultimate, but it doesn't do any damage. Valencia now turns on Leak, and he will find them. The kill goes down. McTrump on the other side, firing away and falling. He will flash away, but now Zyzo blocking the culling there to save his friend. Zyzo, though, getting very low, and he's no way to escape. McTrump will take kill on the other side. The TP for Revnon will spell his death. X-Ranger also came down to help out, and now they're going to turn on to this Infernal Drake here. Fallen is forced to back away. Still no deaths on him, but everyone else fell that time.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Viewers say the stream keeps pausing. I think that that might just be on the stream side. Might have something to do with why there's like a delay between us.
Let me just check a setting real quick.
Yeah, we're not too sure, viewers. Sorry about the inconvenience.
Well, we'll probably restart the stream after these 2 games. Or after this game. Just try and work on a few things here. Don't believe we had this problem last night, but
Yeah, I don't think we did either.
so we'll try.
If it's not fixed towards the end, we could try having me cast, but you guys are not allowed to bitch about how scuffed my stream is. Like you always do whenever I try it.
Well, while that's happening, we do have the Rift Tail being taken here. Vizzy gonna go in here, fallen. We'll get the Rift Tail in the end. He's gonna be able to pick it up here. Will he get out? Smoke Screen does miss. Incline going in. The ultimate will hit Fallen Artemis, and Vizzy gets it on as well. Revnon coming down, but no way to help him. Vizzy will get the kill, but stun up against the cage. The sub now forced to run. That's 4 members strong. 4 Radiant Warriors are able to push him away. But the Rift Tail is available now to Fallen. Is able to pick it up before his death.
Yeah, Rogue Warriors surprisingly doing really well into the top second seed team. I think Blizzard is, with Freetown 1 being the first seed. But Rogue Warriors were like 0-2 before this, 0-3. I don't know. Point being, they weren't doing too hot, and here we see they have a 5-kill lead on lane 0 Blizzard. Obviously, you can't count them out. They do have that Veigar, they do have that Cho'Gath, they have that Ezreal. They're going to be able to scale really well in the late game, but a lead like this is not something you usually see teams have versus lane 0 Blizzard. Ugh.
And it's still an interesting build. They're the Proto first, working out for Vizzy as of right now.
Some
Trump's
with
gonna go in
the
aggressive on Revnon here. The culling headed out, but Revnon's still pretty tanky. And Fawn is here to back him up. We're strong though on the top side here for Rogue Warriors, and looks like they're gonna try and dive here in between the 2 turrets. Valencia will use a smoke screen to slow Artemis. They will both make it out, but Revnon and Fallen Artemis reach safety. Sub coming back in though, looking for something here. The cage misses everyone though. Vizzy looking for the taunt. No one around though, and they will turn their attention back towards the turret. Now Vizzy caught by a knock-up. He will dash away. Cage put down again. No one found again. Oh, now the pillar knocks him into it. Vizzy gets stunned up and will go down. Shut down there for the sub.
My god, man. My dog is being really loud in the background. Sorry if anyone can hear that.
The Mana Meme was finished first here for Zyzo. Still is the Phage, but no Sheen, which is an interesting item skip. Usually a very important pickup for Ezreal, but foregoing it now, get the faster Mana Meme. Now Leek gonna put down the silence there. I think he got that Skull Crab. The Skull Crab was stolen away. Now Incline finds himself caught in the cage. Will flash away now, but Fallen continuing to chase. Incline gonna use the ultimate, and Valencia on the other side is ignited. Leek continuing to chase, but Valencia will survive with just a sliver of health, and Leek, oh, not quite able to reach him. So no one dies in the end
funny.
there.
You watch him ward over the wall like, I'm ready to throw a small sickle at you. Nope.
League looking for that last out, or maybe the crow. The cooldown to come back up. Maybe it'll throw out some more crows there, but it's not able
Tragic.
to. It was a 700 gold shutdown too on the grave there. Valencia 3-0-2, so that would have been a lot of gold picked up there.
Yeah, Graves has been really strong in our league pretty much every time it's picked. You usually see it banned. It's not too often that it does get picked up, but when it does, we see stuff like this 700 gold bounty that Valencia has on right now. Even into one of our, statistics-wise, premier SFL junglers in Fallen Artemis.
Premier junglers, Fallen Artemis. Don't hear that too often, but
Hope he doesn't watch this, but can't have him know I said that.
well, now Zyzo has picked up that Sheen, so we'll definitely be the Triforce. Fallen Artemis here to clear out some minions in mid-wave and try and deny that turret from being taken. Inclining a face check into Leak here, and Trump gonna fire back on the Fallen, who still has that Rift Herald available.
Does this only happen when you're with me?
That's the only time it's happened so far. Oh no! Caught is Inclined. He will fall immediately. Now the calling comes out from McTrump. Leak forced to use his Zonias in the backline. He will fall immediately after. Fallen now forced to run as the Here's entrance comes in, and Valencia is on a rampage now with 4 kills. And 2 fall there for lane 0 Blizzard, just 1 on the other side for Rogue Warriors.
Yeah. I guess this seems to happen whenever me and Kias do this. I swear. I guess we could just have me do it, but
Yeah, I don't know. It hasn't happened so far this season, at least that I'm aware of. So.
it happened last season and during the pre-thing, the play-ins.
Yeah, but it hasn't. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's only with you though, which is very strange. Either way. Well, the taunt charge got now for Vicini. He will cast Revnon. Revnon is tanking the front line to get stunned up, and on the other side, Valencia is able to take down Leak once again. Revnon now tanking up 3 members of Rogaine Warriors here. Zaizo firing away in the backline. Sub also comes in to join near the cage. Will trap Trump, but he's not stunned up yet. Will dodge out of most damage. And now they're going to turn the attention towards that outer turret, and will take it down in the mid lane.
Yeah, this game is looking pretty dominant from Rogaine Warriors so far, but of course LZBLZ can still scale back up. Vigar not too far behind in farm, only about 10 CS down from most of the Rogaine Warriors members outside of Lucian. And Vigar can scale really hard. He's picked up 2 kills for himself, not doing too bad in the gold department. Ezreal doing a pretty good job keeping up with farm, but just 1 kill, no assists. Eesh. You don't want to know what I just saw.
Well, looks like the Spooky Ghost will not come for the sub next. Going for the new yard draw. Here's McTrump, flashes past, and he will get the culling kill onto the sub there, and Leak coming in trying to save him, but he's too late. Now forced to run away. Crowstorm is there, but not enough damage there. McTrump will heal and survive the turret shot. Zaizo flashes in, misses the Q. Mystic shot falls wide, and now McTrump firing back. One more auto. Nope. Zaizo will survive. Fallen comes in to help out and will jump down. McTrump falls. A meal for Fallen Artemis is Revnon, and Fallen Artemis will get the kill there. Another meal. This time,
Yeah,
Revnon.
huge shutdowns. Actually ends up being a 2 for 2 despite looking so bad for lane 0 Blizzard. Leak dropping to 0-5, sub down for the 3rd time. Huge shutdown on Lucian. Still has a 450 gold shutdown even after the 650 that just happened. And Revnon being able to get a stack off of that Braum. Good on Fallen and Revnon being ready to counter gank that in the mid lane, but does look like huge trouble for sub Zaizo and Leak, seeing as the 3 of them couldn't take down the other 2. And McTrump and Incline kind of had an argument versus Fallen and Revnon being there. This lead is looking rough. Hopefully lane 0 Blizzard is going to be able to drag this one out, bring themselves back into it.
Oh. Fallen has gone for the supportive build here with Knight's Vow after his jungle item.
Ooh, I see the stuttering. That is pretty bad.
Now Vizzy for it, gonna dash away just in time. Revnon not able to quite land that rupture. Triforce still working towards that goal is Zaizo.
Yeah, Blizzard just gonna walk forward a little bit, then retreat. Both teams looking to reset here. Fallen picks up his Knight's Vow, puts it on, who was it? I feel like it wasn't Zaizo, right?
Well, let's see if there's...
It was Zaizo, okay. Well, Zaizo not doing too hot, but now he'll be a little bit stronger.
Once he gets that Triforce, he should be in a pretty good spot. Already has the transformed Man Immune. Yep, Death
Yeah,
Cap
stacking
coming
up
next for the sub
pretty
as well.
well.
For the second item, Death Cap for him.
Very common thing for Vigars to do just because he has that dumb passive that gives him so much AP.
Now 4 members strong in the mid lane here. 4 Rogaine Warriors going to work their way on the inner turret. New wave does die though, and they're forced to back out.
A lot of little ice shards in the mid lane. It makes it kind of hard to walk around.
1,000 gold shutdown on Valencia now. 500 on McTrump. Lots of gold to be picked up. This inner turret is
Valencia
very
almost
low.
caught out by that cage. Playing surprisingly risky for how much gold he does have.
Now Leak goes in. Here's able to land the fear onto Valencia, and he's going to fall. Big shutdown. 1,000 goes over to the sub. Cage will misincline though, and he will get away. But a big pickoff there for lane 0 Blizzard, able to relieve some pressure and get a bunch of gold back in their pockets.
Yeah, Valencia playing really, really cocky.
Now Vizzy gets feared, and he's probably, nope, going to be forced to flash, and we'll dodge cage with that.
Dragon's coming up. This one's another Infernal. This will be lane 0's first if they do pick it up.
3 Drakes 0 right now. And a fear away Vizzy again, and this time he gets stunned up by cage, and he might be so lucky to get away. Here, damage reduction helps out, but not going to be able to dash away. Leak blocks that one, and he will fall, so bit no extension there. Without a jungler, no way to get that dragon. In the meantime, though, X-Ranger has been pushing up the top, and he's picked up a turret.
Yeah, he's been splitting for like the past 10 minutes or so. Maybe that's the point of this Sejuani pick that no one expected. 0-0-1, looking like. Usually you'd see Sejuani in a pick count being able to land that ultimate. Being able to land the ultimate, get the E out, just keep somebody CC'd for a while. Not traditionally a very strong duelist, but no one up there to answer. I guess Sejuani is going to split push under those circumstances.
Triforce now completed for Zyzo. The sub also able to complete that death gap with a big shutdown. Valencia completed the cleaver, though he's still very strong on these 3 items.
Yeah, Valencia didn't back for a while before he died.
Looking for a pick now. Rupture does not land. Incline only gets sold up. On the Glacial Augment. Valencia forced back with that. Now, Incline flashes in, able to knock Brevnon, but he only catches one. Leak comes in on the other side and will catch Incline. TP in now. X-Ranger comes in, but he won't be able to add it into that fight. Now, a pick-off here. 4 lane 0 Blizzard. 4v5
yeah,
situation.
X-Ranger actually TD's in, coming to help his team. Caught out by the cage. Almost goes down.
X-Ranger, no, the flash in. Zyzo will pick up the kill on X-Ranger. Now it's a 5v3, a potential turn on to the Baron now. Valencia is still up for a potential steal, but they are even in level here. Following is 13 as well as Valencia. Gonna wait clear for now, though. Keep this turret nice and healthy.
Yeah, they decide not to move on to the Baron just yet. They don't think having a kill on X-Ranger is huge enough to do that.
Well, now Valencia caught in the jungle here. Here's entrance comes in to try and save, and he flashed over the wall to safety. Vizzy charge at the top, and now Incline is caught. The fear comes through, and down he will go. Valencia tries to get some damage back, but no one falls on the other side here. Another pick. Incline has gone down again. 0-6 and 9. Nice score there from him.
Sub picks up blue. That one on the side of Rogan Warriors. McTrump does decide to back. They're not going to go for that turret. They're all backing near Baron. Maybe a bait. RW has no vision on it right now. They had that huge lead. I think the score was like 12-5 at a point, and it just went to 12-11. They caught out Valencia once. Vigar with all that gold, landing big dick cages, using the hose, making these powerful plays. X-Ranger does join up with his team, and he just gets popped with the Vigar burst and Zyzo's artillery. Pretty big throws. Like I said, you can't really count lane 0 Blizz out. They're always going to be playing to the top of their ability.
Now another pick attempted in mid lane. Will not catch anyone out, though. And Blizzard is continued to work towards these picks, trying to put the cage down, get a rupture or something, but now on the other side, engage, and X-Ranger goes in, lands it. Revnon is going down pretty low. X-Ranger will pick up that kill. In fact, Fallen Artemis will get stunned up. Leak is here with the Crow Storm. He picks up 2 kills along with the help from Zyzo. Double kill there, and now Zyzo continues to chase. He picks up 1. Now Valencia is in trouble. Vizzy is here to help, but Fallen Artemis flashes forward the sub. Will pick up the kill onto Valencia. Vizzy gonna haunt 3, but he doesn't really have the damage to follow up kill anyone. Down he goes. Double kill for the sub, and I believe that's a clean ace. Yes, it is. And that's probably a Baron take. I'm in here for lane 0.
Elio without his ultimate being up was really bad. They were not able to pick up that fight. Like, it was a pretty decent engage, but the entire kit was just burnt on Revnon, who's the tank. Leak able to very easily counter-engage, sub-lane big Ws, and Zyzo the whole time being protected, and they are going to move on to Baron after that huge fight that they just won. I feel like a little bit of miscommunication on the RW side. Like, it kind of looked like a good fight for a bit. Is Fallen going to die here?
He's getting very low, but we use...
Make sure he gets it, and Sub picks up the Baron.
Gonna be careful there. Just didn't want to die to the Baron, so he just decided to use the smite anyway, and... There was no contest anyway, so he's safe to do so. Dragon will be spawning here shortly. Will be
League
a
no
Mountain
longer
Drake
0-5. We see a 3-5-13 scoreline, picking up some big items and putting a 600 gold bounty on himself. This game's really swung around. What the hell? Did you see that thing under Dragon?
The ward, or
After he broke the ward, it turned like giant.
perhaps a little bug there.
Never mind.
Leaky is able to fear him away, uses his Zonies to stay alive for a little bit longer, and now McCrump's gonna fall there, stunned up by the cage. The sub doing a lot of damage. Vizzy able to get a big pawn, and the hero's entrance used, but he's stunned up before that can go through. Leaky uses the Crow Storm, but he's low and will be forced back. Now Rupture hits too, but no follow-up damage. As they turn onto the Dragon, we'll pick up that one up. Mountain Drake over to their side here, as it's now 3 Jakes to 2. 2 Mountains in an Infernal here, 4 Rogan Warriors, and an Infernal and a Mountain on the other side for lane 0.
Yeah, this is looking to be a huge closeout game. Exclusively Mountains and Infernals so far. League of Legends is telling us, let's hurry this one up. You know what? I have no problem with that. Diablo Season 16 does start today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I missed it because I have to be here.
Well, now stunned up again is X-Ranger. He's caught and will most likely fall there. And we'll go down in the end. McTrump tries to get some damage back, but not able to get. I think Lizzie in the flank here hits 3 with a taunt. Incline coming in. McTrump on the side dueling Zyzo. Zyzo winning that one. Valencia comes in to help out. And looks like they will kill him in the end. A shutdown there for Valencia. And able to repel lane 0 for the time being there. The inhibitor turret did fall, but the inhibitor stands.
With that, Rogaine Warriors pick up their gold lead again. It's not too significant of one, but they are kind of back in the driver's seat, at least for a couple seconds.
Looks
that's
like they're
30-second death timers. Going to be able to pick up at least one mid-turret.
Gonna pick up the inner turret there and probably back off. 20 seconds, 21 seconds on Sub and Zyzo.
No real objectives for them to grab. Bot lane turret not really pushing, and they're all moving towards top side anyways.
Looks like we're just gonna steal some camps, back off, and try and rebuy after that last fight. Bunch of gold on, a couple thousand on each of them.
Yeah, really shows that Rogaine Warriors do have a way back into this game. Despite losing a lot of team fights so dominantly, they need to be able to land the big engages like Vizzy just did with his multi-man taunt. For whatever reason, we've been seeing a lot of cooldowns being burnt on Revnon instead of the entire team. We see X-Ranger ultimate only hitting Revnon. We see Incline ultimate only hitting Revnon a couple times. But if we start seeing these on the carries like Sub and Zyzo, being able to interrupt that League ultimate before he does get in, Rogaine Warriors very much have an argument to winning this game. Still no huge objectives on the map. Both teams kind of just walking around the map, seeing what they can do. Lanes are moving in on that bottom turret.
Time for the Seed to start here with the Baron here. Zyzo in the Sub have some good range and will probably be able to force people off these turrets, but the response here is going to be a push in mid lane for Rogaine Warriors, and looks like lane 0 is going to back off here. Zyzo the only one not backing right now. Usually in a base trade situation like that, you're able to push faster with Baron buff, but they decide to play it safe and head back. Zyzo now backing off as well, but has not back to the base, going to walk in behind, so the Fiddlesticks and Ezreal are coming in for the flank.
Yeah, probably not going to be able to get anything off, seeing as Incline does spot them out. Revnon looking kind of meaty there. 4,500 health. Does have the ultimate up. Doesn't yet have Stone Plate.
Flash forward from the Sub, but didn't find anything.
What was that flash?
I'm not exactly sure. Perhaps a little fat finger on the keyboard.
Lag.
Lag. He does
Well,
have a
let's
lot
redo
of pen
these
now,
quick,
though.
guys.
The pen boots, the Oblivion Orb, and
Oblivion Orb. What a disgusting item.
of course the Void Staff as well. Now the fight breaks out.
X-Ranger, yeah, only lands the ultimate on Revnon. Sub-ultimate wasted.
Not even needed, and down he falls. 5v4 now, the inhibitor exposed.
That's 3 ultimates used, though.
Now another catch here. Valencia has Guardian Angel, but will fall. The hero's entrance used, and will buy some time. Leak in the backline. Use the stopwatch. Valencia will flash away after the Guardian Angel times out. A shutdown there. Fallen Artemis picks up the inhibitor turret, but inhibitor assault, excuse me. So now a 4v4 situation with 20 seconds left on X-Ranger's respawn timer, and looks like they're going to back out, take the red buff, and maybe head over to the Dragon.
Yeah, Baron buffs all ran out. Moving on to the next objective, we see Baron up in 50 and Dragon up in about 40.
Going to take care of that bottom wave as well here. Luden's Echo going to be the second item for leak after that. Sonya's. The Guardian Angel's now not available for Valencia, which is a pretty big cooldown not to have.
Especially for a Graves that's been put so much in the carry position, as this one has, looking at 6-2 and 6. McTrump obviously putting out a lot of damage as well. But that Lucian is also going to have to worry about positioning instead of being in there because he doesn't have a Guardian Angel. And seeing that Valencia doesn't either, he's going to have to try to play backline as well, which isn't something Graves is good at.
QSSs are picked up for both 80 carries right now. Now looking for an engage is Red on the Righteous Glory used. He will find a knock-up onto one. And Lee coming in with a big flank here. Lands a fear, but Crow Storm damage not there as everyone fights back from Rogaine Warriors. Now Fallen Artemis tanking up in the front. Revnon forced to flash away. He's already down low. X-Ranger falls though, and Revnon forced to flee the scene. Does he use the Proto Belt to get away? Will land a taunt and goes in zone. He's there. The sub picks up a kill on the other side, but gets traded back by McTrump. But now just one member left here for Rogaine Warriors, and he's forced to run away from the remaining members of LZBLZ. Black forward Leak finds the fear QSS. McTrump might get away, but now Fallen still chasing. Now McTrump flashes, and he will survive the fight in the end.
While all this is going on, Revnon moves on to the next turrets in the mid lane. Does have those super minions Fallen keep continuing to go, trying to stop recalls. McTrump can probably pick up a kill here. Is going to decide to walk away, back off, be able to defend his Nexus turret since the rest of his team is down, but that's going to be rough to do.
Fallen Artemis just trying to buy time here. The Nexus is being taken down. Zyzone Revnon working away on that one, and that should be game one over here to LZBLZ.
Better jungle wins XD, says Valencia. And ain't that true? Premier jungler Fallen Artemis. 99 CS down on the trundle into the graves. Better jungle wins. What else is there to say?
A classic result. Better jungle always wins. We all know that.
Better jungle does always win. Can't even argue.
Inarguable point, but with that, we are going to take a quick break, reset the stream, and get some issues sorted out, hopefully. And we'll be back in just a minute.
Don't be surprised if the layout looks a little bit differently. If we can't sort it out, we'll be switching over to my stream, and it's going to look like shit. But it probably won't have the little stutters. So, we'll see.
All right, give us a minute. We'll be right back.